Hello guys, my name is Leslie and this is Alia. Thank you for watching this video. We're talking about the alia aiat auto healing method, which is a powerful method and very inexpensive to um, heal from different situations, and could be also diseases, could be also be addictions. And today we're going to talk about the fourth step of the method. The fourth step is to assist to aiat reunions. For example, the author, not from this method, but from a book, John Bradshaw, talks how to heal toxic shame. For example, when you have made a mistake, when you have been in addictions a long time, when you have been, committing mistakes in society, maybe. So that's why they invented, the Alcoholics Anonymous or Drug Addicts Anonymous or whatever, all these kind of reunions. This is a little bit so that you have an idea. In other words, when you have the courage to, but again, in a safe space with people who have understood forgiveness in a way that they can forgive you, so to say, or that they can validate your how do you call it, your repentance, if you want to call it that way. This is very strong for you. This is very powerful for you, not for them, because this is not, you see, this is self-healing. It's always about the impact of you in your cells, of the reality, and healing it. So sometimes, and this is very important, you have to get rid of, you have to let go. You have to let go of people. Some people don't belong there because there are people who are vibrating in the vibration of, how do you call it? In the vibration of pointing the finger to you, for example. So if you have committed a lot of mistakes and this and that, maybe it's time to let go. But I'm not going to go there because that's not, that's a little bit, that's part of the solutions that you have to find by yourself. However, in the context of visiting a reunion of an aiat reunion, maybe it wouldn't be bad if you have that in consideration. In other words, if you're going to go with people who are totally against something that you did, then maybe you find another reunion, or maybe you just go, you work at home with your own family, for example, if they're also joining the treatment, or you simply know that the reunions normally are the first of each month and the 18th of each month. So you can go open your windows, for example, you say alia, you can start your own reunion, you can start talking or thinking. In that day is preferably to be talking. However, there was something that I never really understood. I thought you can talk everything, and the thing is that when you're more calm and when you have already got rid of a lot of stuff, what remains for the reunions are things that really are giving you a hard time to get rid of. Let's say you have resentment. You already drank your tea, you're getting better. You already spoke about it in the sun, you're getting much better. But still, the first of that month, of the month coming, or the 18th, you still have something there that you say, oh my God, I've been treating this toxic shame. I cannot let go that I don't know, that I was not there for my father, that I was not there for my mother, or whatever it is that you carry in your heart that is giving you a hard time, but you already tried to get rid of it in the sun or with the tea, etc., with the other steps. That's what you try to get rid of in the reunions. Normally, people also take this opportunity to say thank you, because you see, this is an organized, methodic. Is with um, so you're gonna be thanking the things that you already see that are working in your life, that are getting better. For example, if today would be the reunion, I'm already 4 days after 3 years, more or less, that I didn't do it properly. And look at my skin. Look how young I look. I look much better. My my mind is also much calmer. I was suffering from a lot of fears out of nowhere, because I'm not a fearful person. Yes and no. You know what I mean? Like, it comes and go. It doesn't matter. Whatever you're suffering that is not love and light, it has to go. And I'm getting better with my fears. And it was something going through my spine that created like nervousness. I'm getting rid of all that. That's gone. I don't feel that anymore. So I'm thankful for that. You see, that's kind of, I'm giving you like a sketch, a little, protocol. So when you assist to these reunions, that's what you do. So you're already being thankful, because you see that you're more calm, that situations that before would take all of your energy, now you have power to control yourself, to be calm, or to embrace situations. Or, for example, like me with this, for example, fears of this or that, shame trips. Oh no, my God, I did this, I did that, I got drunk, but it doesn't matter. Alia. You see, because it's not the mistake in itself. In other words, anybody get drunk, for example, or anybody commits a mistake. It's not that what we are burning, what we are deleting, what we are throwing to the sun, sorry. What we're doing is taking care of the impact in your body, because the mistake is going to be there. It doesn't matter. It's not mistake relatively. And that's an argument, for example, that you can have with yourself. Sometimes what kind of people you are dealing with, because some people forgive things. For example, I tell you, people who know how drunk people go in situations, they know what to do and this and that. Where people who have never drunk, I'm just giving an example, don't forgive, don't know, don't this, don't that. You see? So you find right people who want. It's like, for example, what I said before. If you go to Alcoholic Anonymous, they know how to treat you. They know how to forgive you. They know, and this has an impact in your in your um, in your healing. Okay. So again, this is a step that is a little bit complicated, because it's not, in many cities there are not students who do these reunions. However, if your family is also doing the methodic, you like it very much, you gave it to your children, or you gave it to your husband or to your wife, they like it, or your parents, whatever, they are open to it. So you can do it. The reunions are in circles. You do a circle in your, with people or friends, if you have already friends doing it. And you start confessing, so to say. You say, well, Allah, I want to. You say Allah first. You are in the circle, right? Allah, and then you start saying, well, there's something that I still cannot let go, or this and that. If it's too shameful for you, or too deep for you at the moment, you can say it also in with special words that wouldn't shame you more. In other words, you're not gonna cause more wound in yourself. However, when you are courageous enough, that's very good. I mean, at the beginning might be, it's gonna have an impact in you. You drink your tea, you drink a lot of tea and stuff, if it's too much or too deep. However, if, for example, it has to do with the people that are in that group, there are other groups. Do you understand? If you have to talk about someone who is there and this situation that is really new and is really gonna cause more hurt than healing, go to another group or go in the sun directly that day, the 1st or the 18th, for example. We're talking about the fourth step, which is normally the 1st and the 18th of each month. So those are little tips so that you still have a harmony with your treatment, yet you are still working with it because it has an impact. It has a good, positive impact. That day, for example, if you're doing it with your family, normally in Tunja or in Kazakhstan, which is where this method comes from, and Russia and in Tenerife, we were also doing these reunions. After that, you know, it's like a party because you got rid of all that negativity. So you know, they have food and it's like a birthday or it's like a party. So it's a very beautiful time to also share with your friends, for example, if they're following the methodic, or with your or with your family, if they're the ones that are joining you. Drinking a lot of tea after the treatment. They prepare like big you know, sometimes bowls of warm, you know, hot tea with already ready. There are different ways to prepare it. And by the way, if you're in the UK and you kind of feel related to this treatment, I am open for invitations to, as in other words, to make a reunion in this the 1st or the 18th. Normally is from 12 until 2 o'clock in the afternoon, right? From 12 to 2. So if you're interested and you just let me know in the comments or something, and I'll be more than happy to visit, because now, you know, the pandemic is over and everything is more or less okay. So otherwise, like I said, you can do it by yourself. And again, it's about creating this beautiful, positive, harmonic. Do you understand? Because you're getting calmer. All these things that bother you in your head trips, of your guilt trips. Oh my God, no, I did this, and you think it's a big thing. And when you go to somebody who tells you, well, that's not so bad. Do you understand? There are people who don't condemn you in your specific situations. So this applies for the reunions. In other words, you're not going to cause more harm than you know, harmony in the reunion. But on the other side, you want to get rid of your stuff, of these things that are really condemning you and stuff. Another option is to speak in another language. My the person who was treating me, my coach, let's put it that way, so to say, in that time she told me, no, but Leslie, you speak other languages, so speak it in another language, or speak it slowly, or not so loud, you know, in the reunion. Or you can say it like in a way that it's not offending somebody, it's not, you know what I mean, like, so that even though you're getting rid of your stuff, which is the main why the reunion is for, mainly, but you also have the harmony of your family. In other words, you had something with your husband or with your wife, and you don't really want to go and offend them. That's not what we do in ayat. In ayat, you go in the sun and you say, "Oh my God, I cannot stand this person anymore. I this and that, whatever." But in the reunion, you know, it's a little bit too much. And that's something that when I was doing the ayat with my family, I didn't realize how much resentment my sister had with my mom, for example, right? Or this person, and they don't even want to talk about it in front of the other one because of respect or whatever. this is nice. This sounds like the ayat is it's about being nice, not because you are swallowing all this guilt and resentment and all these shame trips and everything. Allah suaya. No, you're throwing it to the right place, but because you are already calm. The tea and the milk, you're like a baby again. I mean, look at my skin after 4 days already, and my mood. And yesterday I had like a fear trip. I was feeling fearful. Now I feel much better. At night I woke up and I started drinking my tea. I was more calm, and then I had a great sleep. So you see, you're getting the feeling for the treatment. But important is that, in my opinion, that day by day, you see, you don't let things escalate. If you have fear, you go burn it in the sun and you drink your tea and you're feeling better. If you don't feel better, you drink more tea. If you have something else to confess in the sun, you do it, etc. So you're getting like the feeling from the treatment and you're seeing how your day flows in a more harmonic way. You don't have resentment, and if you do, you go burn it in the sun again. You drink more tea, you're more calm. And you understand that a lot of things is not your responsibility to take care of the situations. And everybody's different. Again, I don't want to kind of influence you in these regards, but basically what you're learning is to deal with situations in another way. When religion didn't help you, not Christianity or Buddhism or this or that, the system that they teach you or taught you didn't kind of, well, it helped you a little bit, but you needed more. But oh no, my church, they don't have really counseling or whatever. Well, talking about churches, because they're supposed to be calming people, right? But it could be also your psychologist, or it could also be your AA reunion, whatever. Oh no, I go worse from there or something. This method is a very great alternative to for self healing. I tell you from my own experience, I left it and now I took it again 4 days ago. I got so inspired that look at me, I'm getting better and better again. And it's working. Good work, good results. You were good with the sun, drinking your tea, preparing your tea. If you are planning on, with these reunions, you can, and then you get good results. I tell you, today I'm like a baby. I'm like this day, right? Because I've been working properly, and then Alalia said, you're having a great day. You're getting rid of all these resentments, of all these diseases, because disease is somatization. It's already in your organs. When all these negative resentments and guilt trips and shame trips, Allah, and all of these head trips in general, then you are somatizing. They are invading, so to say, your organs. But when you learn from your head immediately, oh, I'm being afraid of something. No, let me get rid of it. Let me drink my tea. Let me calm and oh, I still have a little bit of fear. Go again in the sun. Da da da. So it comes today, and this is the day. Today I'm really feeling the positive result of my work from these 4 days, for example, to the point that I have energy to even share it. These YouTube videos are also part, for example, of my treatment of my work, for example, because I feel that I had to do this to share this. So you get a feeling about your own situations. Again, the good thing about ayat treatment or self-healing is that you can play it a little bit by ear. It's your own decisions. But what I told you about shame trip if you go in a reunion, and I tell you from experience, even in the ayat treatment, in the alia ayat methodic, for example, and there were people full of shame who condemn other people or this or that. The methodic is good, but the people have work to do with them, for themselves. You see the difference? And I tell you, you get so assertive that, for example, when you learn what it is, a fear campaign, there are people who come with all these fears, and then they want you to join them with their fears. And you say, no, Allah, Allah suayat, you've born that in the sun. And in the last of the cases, you can even not join these people if they're too strong for you or something. Allah, no, because it's causing you more impact, more trouble, Allah, than is causing you good vibes or is causing you to heal better. And that's a big problem. Allah, that was a situation that I had when I was studying for coaching narcissistic abuse. And all these traumas and all these people talking about all these things, all this abuse. Allah, Allah suayat. You get so many flashbacks so fast. Allah, that's too much for you because you're re-traumatizing yourself. And all the psychologists that you find, they say that you have to be careful. Then you have to do, for example, EMDR, which is a good treatment, but it's a little bit like this one. When you really see it with the disadvantage that you don't have your T. In other words, you are processing, I still do it with your eyes, with the pendle, for example, but I don't do it with pendle, I do it by myself like that. You understand? Yes, you are, how can I say, through your eyes, you are processing your traumas. Yeah, but there are more traumas that are also arising, or not rising, but they're coming from inside, and they can go in a chain. They can have a chain reaction. Yeah, drink tea. You have a nervous attack. Drink your tea. 3 steps: milk, tea, and salt and water. And I tell you, I feel much better with these traumas or with these whatever that you had to process. Because if you think about it, trauma, everybody goes through through traumas, right? That's not the point. The point is the impact in you and how you react when you are healed already, how you react without causing in yourself arousals, in other words, feeling scared or feeling shame tripped or feeling this and that. That's good work. And in this case, of course, alia ayat methodic, because I tell you, yeah, you can go to a psychologist forever. And you go up from there and you see like, because when you have a brain that since you were little was trained, so to say, had open, in other words, you come in the world and you see your parents and they don't welcome you, or they don't give you the right feedback. I'm not going to enter in the discussion of if they were good parents or bad parents. All parents are good and bad, right? That's not the point. But your first impression is that you're not welcome. Your first impression is that, oh, there's something wrong with me. My dears, you cannot get rid of that easy. But with the alia ayat method, you can get rid of the impact that caused in you. And many, many people went through the same. And that's why I tell you, if you don't find the right groups of people who understand you in this way, you're not being accepted, so you're getting re-traumatized. These people don't like you. Allah. They don't understand your situation. Like, for example, if you ask me about alcoholism, I don't know how to treat that. I don't, you understand, for example, um, as much as somebody who healed from that and knows how, knows the way back, so to say. Or if I don't know from, I don't know, a specific trauma or, autist children or whatever. You see what I mean? Again, when you don't have any options, then you better take what you have, right? But I'm just giving you some tips so that you kind of feel good in yourself, but also with the people around you who accept you and love you the way you are, or the way the healing is, developing in your system. Alia, alia aiat, alia liasat selene, blagadariu. Thank you so much for watching. Alia liasat alia.